Hi, it's Ken here, and welcome to my first cruise on the ARVIA. This is P&O's newest ship, the sister ship to the Iona. Most of the things on the ship are basically in the same place. This beautiful large hall, or the atrium as they call it, will be where you enter the boat on the 6th floor if you're leaving one of the large ports such as Southampton. This med cruise of ours is going to Spain, France and Italy. Some of the ports are smaller, so you'll be getting on and off on decks 3 and 4. Go through the terminal and you're in the town. Other ports, you need to get on a bus for a short trip. This is all arranged and works fine. If you need assistance in any way, there's always P&O staff around. The ARVIA, sister ship to the Iona, with its retractable sky dome roof. I can hear you asking, where am I going to eat when I'm on board? Well, there's 30 restaurants and bars to choose from. Most of them are all in your price, but there are some specialty restaurants which you pay extra. This little restaurant's in the Sky Dome. You fancy something fairly light, hot dogs, pizza, burger, chips. I personally tried each and every one of these and I can highly recommend them. Oh well, so much for me being on a diet. Vistas, Costa's coffee shop down in the atrium. You do pay extra for this, but it is a really great cup of coffee, and the cakes are freshly made. And Ripples, the ice cream parlour. Oh gosh, I tried to look the other way every time I walked past this. I was finding it harder and harder to resist. We did have the afternoon ice cream tea here. This comes with everything that you saw in the first cabinet. This was enough for the 4 of us, and my grandson Harley, who's 6 months and 2 weeks, had a taste as well. 6th Street Diner, an American style restaurant with a jukebox playing in the background that you choose the music. And all these other bars and restaurants are highly recommended. And just in case you haven't taken enough calories on in the restaurants, there's a sweet shop. Headliners, the main theatre. We saw 3 different shows here and 3 different acts. I think we missed 1 or 2. The cinema, there's 3 or 4 different films running each day. Up in the Sky Dome, there's evening entertainment. In the centre of the atrium, we had a show going on each evening. There's a pianist there, and there's flamenco dancing, demonstrations, and other things. The Sky Dome, a singer and a show going on the big screen behind it. In the evening, the silent disco. There's nothing silent about it. Even my wife had a go. The photo shop. If you've had any pictures taken on the ship, this is where you come to view and purchase them. Your shore experience booking centre, if you want to do any trips or tours when you land. Mission control, kind of an escape room where you're trapped in a submarine at depth and you have to find your way out using whatever resources you have. And yes, this was going on at the same time as we had our real life disaster. Getting about the ship couldn't be easier. 3 main stairwells, each with ample lifts to cope with the capacity. Sometimes you have to wait if it's a busy time of the day, if everyone's going for breakfast or everyone's getting off ship. Our inside cabin on floor 4, smack in the middle of the ship. Outside areas including the swimming bar, several swimming pools around the ship, sunbeds all over the top floors. Can get a bit breezy up here depending which way the wind's blowing and the ship's travelling, so then you can go in the sky dome. We had fantastic weather on the first 2 days of our cruise. Seas were flat, sun was shining. La Corona, our first port of call, northwest Spain.